What your Marvel rival main says about you.
If you main Logan, you probably spend more time commenting on TikToks about how he needs a healing factor, needs to be buffed, than actually playing the character. This man is one of the most annoying characters in the game and can constantly dive people. But instead of actually playing his character correctly, y'all will just dive a team of 5 people and wonder why y'all got melted. You
I don't use him.
tank to play as Hulk so y'all can do the fastball special every 2 seconds and probably stink just as bad as him because of how hard you're sweating at the game. But y'all get picks every once in a while, so I guess I'll let it slide.
Moon Knight, my worst enemy.
Moon Knight mains are very much like Mark Spector in the comics because very much like him, they are hearing voices inside of their head. And those voices are constantly telling them to spam as many abilities all at once.
Come on, now talk about it.
Moon Knight main plays exactly how a crackhead who found a controller on the street would play. And the amazing thing is, it somehow works every single time.
Kills me every time, bro. It don't matter what character I use, especially if I'm Scarlet Witch, I get fucked up by Moon Knight somehow, some way.
These players took the random bullshit go meme to a whole new level because that's literally all they do.
There go my boy, my second main.
If you're an Iron Man main, you are not a fan of Marvel. You are a fan of the MCU, and guess what?
You're not lying. The reason why I like Iron Man is because of Robert Downey Jr. Hey, he might be on to something. I'm not gonna lie. He might be on to something. I definitely fell in love with Iron Man from the MCU, and that's why I like Iron Man now. But that don't mean I'm not a Marvel fan. I read none of the comics, but you know, that don't mean I'm not a Marvel fan.
You are a fan of the MCU, and guess what? That is completely okay. Odds are you probably grew up watching Iron Man in the movies and immediately based your entire personality of what Robert Downey Jr. added to the character.
What the
fuck? This resulted in you having the same personality as every other dude out there within a 50-mile radius. But hey, that's not too big of a deal.
I'm unoriginal.
At the end of the day, you are simple and normal. You probably work a 9 to 5 only to come home and nuke everybody with your ult.
You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. What was that picture?
Storm mains are very similar to Iron Man mains, but instead of being a fan of the MCU, you are a fan of the X-Men. Not Storm specifically per se, but the X-Men as a whole. Odds are you have a deep respect for the comics and movies and think that they're single-handedly superior than any of the Avengers comics out there. Odds are you genuinely want to see Professor X added with his wheelchair as a Vanguard. Y'all are generally calm, but really technical in your gameplay because, well, the character's just kind of You play her for the culture, and I guess what? I respect that.
Storm is the worst player in the game? I thought she was okay. If Storm is the worst, who's the best character?
Very similar to Iron Man mains, if your favorite character is Star-Lord, you have based your entire character around Peter Quill. And not just him, every cocky character ever. Lash from Deadlock, Nathan Drake from Uncharted, every single character in Devil May Cry. You get the picture. You are definitely a person who has often had to say, I'm not mean, I just kind of call it how it is. When in reality, you're just being a dick. You spend all game missing half of your magazines, dashing out after taking a single speck of damage. Repeat this process until you get your ult, and then somehow end up killing 5 people and winning the game for your team. You probably start yelling in your Discord about how you're the GOAT. Guess what, dude? Your friends can hear you. Please stop yelling in the microphone. Please.
Don't he got auto aim?
If you're a Squirrel Girl main, then you're down bad. That's it.
What does that mean?
You're horny, but in like a respectful way. What's funny is that the people out there who like Squirrel Girl are the type of people that want to take her out on a date and like live in an apartment with her, maybe cook her some dinner. Odds are there's like a 99% chance that they've never even picked up a Squirrel Girl comic in their entire life.
No cap. I definitely played Squirrel Girl 3 times. I didn't like it because the way she played with nuts is not the way I would play with it. But you know, she does her thing. She does her thing.
Odds are there's like a 99% chance that they've never even picked up a Squirrel Girl comic in their entire life. But that doesn't matter. That's their baby, and they're gonna fight for her no matter what. And I respect it. If you're a Magic main, then you have no idea what her kit does 99% of the time. But there are 2 things that you do know. And that first thing is that you're playing as a beautiful Slavic woman with luscious blonde hair.
Yo.
As well as... Big sword, go fast. Big sword, swing. Swing faster. Faster.
Yo, what? That's it? He just called all y'all stupid that use magic. Y'all just swing a big sword around. How y'all feel about that? The realest sword ever is this one right here. He could never say that about me because I got that keyblade on me. He could never say that about me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even know what this is. Y'all too young, bro.
Iron Fist mains, y'all are literally like, imagine this. Imagine you're driving on the freeway. Everything is fine, then all of a sudden you notice a fly inside of your car. That fly doesn't bother you at first, but eventually it keeps messing with you over and over and over.
Facts.
Eventually, after dealing with the fly, You don't notice that you're driving right into a 13-wheeler semi-truck coming straight at you. There is a 10-car collision behind you and everyone is killed. That's what it's like being attacked by an Iron Fist main. They do nothing, then all of a sudden kill the entire team out of nowhere. Even when you're fighting a bad Iron Fist main, it genuinely feels like you're going up against fucking Prime Ip Man. Donnie Yen, please leave me alone! All Black Widow mains are literally just Widowmaker refugees. That's pretty much it.
Wow.
That's literally it. Nobody in their right mind would actually play this character for fun or for a strategic region. This character is pretty garbage in every single sense. There's no reason.
So is she the worst character or Storm? I seen that Storm was the worst character a minute ago, but now y'all saying that Black Widow is. Who's the worst character?
If you play the Winter Soldier, you capitalize on the fact that nobody in the game somehow knows how his ult works after this entire time. You will literally be sitting in the back of the fucking room, rubbing your hands together like a fly the second your ult pops and just immediately start. Oh, no. Oh, please. No.
How many times can he do? Oh my gosh. How many times can he do that?
Black Panther mains, we all know why we made him.
Chadwick.
It's the same reason why I play him. We're all melanated kings.
Why?
We're black.
Oh, you're black?
We get it.
You're black? This whole time, I'm not gonna lie. I thought you was white. There's something in my body that tells me that you're not black. I don't think you're black, bro. That might offend you if you watch this video, but you do not sound black to me.
Black Panther mains, we all know why we made him. It's the same reason why I play him. We're all melanated kings. We're black. We get it. We all know that we try and dive in, scratch a few enemies, and end up getting beamed down by every single person in the game. You go into the comment section of Iron Fist videos specifically with a glass of wine in your hand, and you actually start saying how massive dubs. Your character's simplicity belies its ease of mastery, while mine necessitates a level of skill and finesse far beyond the ordinary. That I have chosen to excel with such a demanding character serves as an unequivocal testament to my innate superiority.
Or you know that's some bullshit.
Only for all of you guys to probably whip your ult. You have no idea how that thing works, do you? You don't.
What's his ult? I don't think I've ever seen it.
Hawkeye mains are the same person in every single game that they play, and it's the guy with the bow and arrow. Your favorite movie character is probably Legolas from Lord of the Rings. Your favorite class in Skyrim was probably the Stealth Archer, and odds are you probably played Hanzo in Overwatch. But here we are now with you doing the same exact thing that you always do in every single game. One main factor is odds are you spent so many hours playing these bow characters that your aim is fairly decent in this game, resulting in you becoming one of the most annoying characters to deal with.
I've gotten one shot by Hawkeye more times than I can count on my fingers, bro. To me, Hawkeye is the most annoying character, especially if I'm Iron Man. If I'm Iron Man, I'm usually getting tapped in the head when I get in the sky, bro. That shit be annoying as fuck, bro. I be mad as hell. Why do Hawkeye characters always have the best aim?
Resulting in you becoming one of the most annoying characters to deal with in the game. Y'all are all tryhards. Please,
look
put
at
the
that
mouse and keyboard down.
Bro, this is really nice
if you're
aim.
a Spider-Man main, odds are you only play Spider-Man. Literally only. All Spider-Man mains on the planet swear that they are the one and only Spider-Man fan in existence, even though he's literally the most popular superhero in the world. If you even try and think about picking Spider-Man, they will probably try and quiz you on every single movie and comic book that had Spider-Man within it. They'll do all.
I know every movie with Spider-Man. I can answer almost every question. I bet you I can. Quiz me in the comments below. Let's see. I'm not even a Spider-Man main. I just like Spider-Man. Have I read the comics? Fuck no. I don't read.
Every single movie and comic book that had Spider-Man within it. They'll do all of that only for them to dive into the backline every single match, and they genuinely think that they're Peter Parker. And they end up going 3-18. Y'all are playing like Peter.
Every Spider-Man I've came in contact with have been nice. If they not on top of the leaderboard, guess who on top? Me. Y'all might not believe it, chat, but I'm actually kind of nice in Marvel Rivals. I use Scarlet Witch and Iron Man, but I'm actually kind of nice in Marvel Rivals.
And they end up going 3-18. Y'all are playing like Peter Parker when he lost his powers. Please, for the love of God, kill something.
Namor.
If Namor is your main, you beg any of the supports to switch to Luna Snow because his kit goes from okay to amazing with her combo with him. Odds are you probably stand back and let your squids do 99% of the work, only for you to come in and throw a single trident and end up getting the kill.
That's exactly what happens.
The MVP without you even realizing it, and everyone is surprised.
Yep.
Why are they surprised, you might ask? Because you were so far in the backline throwing tridents that your team didn't even know that they had a Namor on it. Despite all of that, you were arguably one of the most normal DPSs inside of the game, especially considering it takes 12 years and a request form signed by the enemy team for your ult to even attempt to land on someone. Please, Giganto, kill something.
Punisher.
If you're a Punisher player, more often than not, you are usually the people that are brand new to the game. You probably picked up the game and asked your friend, what is the most straightforward character to play? And every single one of your friends all pointed to the same character. The Punisher.
Makes
now, don't
sense.
get it twisted. I'm not saying all people who play the Punisher are beginners or not good at the game, but his kit has a level of complexity that a single-celled organism could figure out. However, the second people actually figure out how to play the Punisher, oh my god, it literally, it's just like
Judge, jury, executioner.
Yeah, he's killed me so many times, bro. And I didn't know his, like, I never knew his bullets was that strong, so I would try to peek him when he has all that gear on, and I die every time like a dumbass. I don't know why I haven't learned my lesson, but I just keep on peeking him and getting headshot, and I die.
Judge, jury, executioner.
Damn, look at that damage, just eating him up. His ult is crazy. Look at my bed.
Scarlet Witch mains all have the same exact brain cell. Almost like the Flood from Halo, they all do the same thing in exact unison.
Hey.
9 times out of 10, you are an Overwatch refugee who used to be a Moira main. You can't aim, and now that you see that they took Moira's kit and put her into a DPS role, you are literally frothing out the mouth.
You ain't have to say the can't aim part. I'm new to PC, bro. I'm new to keyboard and mouse. I don't use this thing to aim. I use a controller, but I'm trying my best to learn keyboard and mouse, and now you gonna bully me? That's so uninviting to the culture, bro. I'm trying to learn. Of course I'm gonna pick Scarlet Witch, bro. I don't know how to aim with the damn keyboard and mouse, bro.
Good Witch mains do not use the MCU whitewash skin and know how to use her annoying ass stun to pick off any support in sight. Bad Witch players only know 2 things. Invis and suck.
I use
Every
E.
single Hella main in the game is the exact reason why nobody can have fun in modern gaming. You guys are the stereotypical tryhards that try to do everything in your power to win every single game. Having fun isn't even the top 5 thing that you consider. You probably...
Speaking of Hella, I have a Marvel Rivals video dropping on my gaming channel, and me and Hella definitely got some beef for that. The link will be in the description for my gaming channel. I will be posting it tomorrow. I don't know what time, but it will come out, so make sure y'all check for that.
Every single Hella main in the game is the exact reason why nobody can have fun in modern gaming. You guys are the stereotypical tryhards that try to do everything in your power to win every single game. Having fun isn't even the top 5 thing that you consider. You probably stream on Twitch and host to become a pro player one day, and you haven't taken a shower in several days. And your chair probably stinks from the amount of sweat dripping down it. These are the people that swear they probably could have went pro in Overwatch if it wasn't for that wrist injury they had in 2016. Please,
What?
I am begging you, for everyone within the gaming community, please take a shower.
So y'all Tryhards.
If you're a
Makes
silent
sense.
main, you're horny. You're not like the Squirrel Girl mains. You genuinely want to just do unspeakable things with this woman. And most of you guys don't even play the character. You literally just stare at her ass the entire time.
Is that
That's it.
fact?
Gary. Hello, SpongeBob's house. SpongeBob speaking.
I'm over here stroking my dick.
Adam Warlock players are always walking around like they're Peter Parker in Spider-Man 2. No care in the world, walking around the city in bliss. They do that because this dude is one of the best supports inside of the game, and he almost can never die with an actual good team. They use their soul bond with the nearest teammate the second they get jumped instead of using it for a team fight, and spend the rest of the time trying to right-click the nearest enemy Jeff. And when all else fails and your soul bond got everyone killed inside of the game except you, you hide as low as Ubisoft stocks and res everyone to do it all over again. This is such a peaceful life.
What the heck?
If you're a Loki main, you probably suffer from the same thing that every other Loki main has. They have no idea how his character works. In all honesty, you guys just kind of spam things together and all of a sudden the entire team is back to full HP. You get upset because everyone on the internet...
What the heck just happened in that video, bro? Were y'all paying attention to this? What the fuck?
In all honesty, you guys just kind of spam things together and all of a sudden the entire team is back to full HP. You get upset because everyone on the internet truly believes that Loki is a low tier support character, when in reality, he offers some of the most creative healing inside of the game. And as long as people still believe that, it's whatever, because guess what? You're still ranking up, and I'm still ranking up.
That's facts.
If you play Luna Snow, odds are you grew up watching America's Next Top Model. And since you weren't able to make it when you were younger, you decided to live out your fantasies with her ult. You spend the entire match spamming your icicles that do less damage than your normal attacks and not use them to heal your teammates like they're actually meant to. You swear that you're the best on the team, have a big ego because you're playing a top 2 support character, but end up fat fingering your ult when an Iron Fist keeps flaking you out.
I've fat fingered my ult so many times with Scarlet Witch. Mind you, I'm new to keyboard and mouse, so I'm trying to learn how to like do certain things. Next thing I know, pure chaos. And she just dies like every time, bro. I feel like they target me when they hear her say pure chaos. Do they get an indication when I start my ult or something? Because every time I do my ult, I die.
You swear that you're the best on the team, have a big ego because you're playing a top 2 support character, but end up fat fingering your ult when an Iron Fist keeps flaking you after you whiff all of your icicle shots. But it's okay, because odds are you're probably slaying inside of that ult. Let's be honest.
What? Yo, this dude funny. Now she is slaying though.
Pass! Please! Go! Listen, if you're a Cloak and Dagger main, you for sure go on Twitter and post about how Dr. Umar ain't even a real doctor.
Dr. Umar, are you really a doctor? What is your certifications? Because how did you become a doctor and don't understand that white women can be fine? Call me what you want to call me, a Uncle Tom, a Boom Boom. It don't matter. Hillary Duff, if you ever see this, hit my line. That would never happen.
Listen, if you're a Cloak and Dagger main, you for sure go on Twitter and post about how Dr. Umar ain't even a real doctor on every white woman's post with a curvy body. You spend half the game playing as Dagger just to stare at her assets, and the other half not knowing how to use a single one of Cloak's abilities, even though he's one of the best supports inside of the game. Did you know that he has an ability that can literally cancel Jeff's ultimate? Did you know that with her ult, everyone is virtually unkillable because of how much healing it does? Yeah, of course you didn't. You're too busy drooling at pixels on the screen. Get your head in the game, man.
Jeff, my worst enemy. This man done swallowed me up so many times, it makes no sense, bro. I don't understand how I'm flying in the air. He does his ult and then it sucks me in. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Marvel, fix it. How can he swallow me in if he's on the ground and I'm in the air? How the f does that happen, Marvel?
He has an ability that can literally cancel Jeff's ultimate. Did you know that with her ult, everyone is virtually unkillable because of how much healing it does? Yeah, of course you didn't. You're too busy drooling at pixels on the screen. Get your head in the game, man. Speaking of Jeff, if you're a Jeff main, you were either one of two people. Firstly, you're probably just a girl who picked up Jeff because he was just a cute little guy. You immediately bought the peak sweater skin, and ever since then, that's all you play. And honestly, I kind of respect it and wish I could do that too. Or you're a dropout of FaZe School of fucking pros because what the hell? Jeff players are some of the most tryhard people in the game, putting out some of the most healing, juking out people when they go underground, and using his character like he's a genocidal maniac. If you're a Mantis main, odds are you're only playing her because for some reason your 1 in 16 Spider-Man won't switch off. So what does that mean? That means you have to take the DPS into your own hands. In all honesty, most Mantis...
I knew it was something, bro. I was wondering why every time I played with Mantis, they was on the front line. Like, bitch, you're supposed to be healing me. Why are you on the front line? Get back there and heal me. I never understood that about Mantis mains. They just on the front line trying to kill people and then they don't heal me. Do your fucking job.
So what does that mean? That means you have to take the DPS into your own hands. In all honesty, most Mantis players are just some stand-up people who capitalized off her damage output without sacrificing the healing that a team needs by just switching to a duelist. Unlike Luna Snow mains, if you play Mantis, that's because you genuinely enjoy the character and not because Mantis is one of the best healers inside of the game. Most Mantis players understand her kit very well, so you are very much a team player. Or you somehow think she's a tank because of her damage and end up going 1 to 16 just like your Spider-Man player. Please, just back up, Mantis mains, please.
I've never played Rocket.
If you play Rocket Raccoon, the only reason why you like him is for one main reason. Because he is a raccoon. Or odds are your dude is a friend that plays either Groot or Punisher. If your friend is a Groot main, odds are y'all are just a chill friend group that plays the game for fun. If your friend is the Punisher, however, odds are y'all are some of the most annoying people inside of the entire game. I feel like I'm fighting in D-Day. Why are there so many bullets coming down range? Stop shooting!
I never had that team up, so I don't know how it goes. I've had some nasty Groots, bro. Keep putting up walls and shit. Stop it.
Stop shooting! Groot mains literally choose to play this dude because they love walking around going, I am Groot, at every single chance they get. And in the middle of them going, I am Groot, they somehow figure out that Groot ended up being one of the most top tier tanks inside of the game. Most people that play Groot don't even care the fact that he's powerful. They just want to go around saying, I am Groot, and for Rocket to end up riding him.
Why?
Magneto mains don't even like playing him. They just enjoy the trauma of playing him. Every single Magneto main are all masochists, and I don't even know why. Odds are they don't even use their bubble on anybody else other than themselves. They head straight into the fight with literally no plan, and if they have a Scarlet Witch on their team, guess what? Then they turn into the freaking Doomslayer. You probably saw one edit of Magneto sucking up someone's ult with his ult, and now all of a sudden that's all you try and do in every single game that you play. You went from begging for him to be buffed to now all of a sudden you're eating everyone out. Please stop!
Wait, pause.
If you main Doctor Strange, odds are you're just kind of a normal tryhard. Not enough that you could fill an entire swimming pool with your sweat, but definitely enough that you walk around with a little bit of an odor. Most people who play Doctor Strange spend their entire time looking up funny portal spots to try and surprise the enemy team.
Let me tell you something about this whack ass shield, bro. Can you guess how many times I've done my ults and Doctor Strange just put up a shield and blocked it? It's been so many times, just so many times I didn't wasted my fucking ult, huh? Thinking I'm about to do a crazy play. Hey guys, I got my ult. Go over there, blocked. I look fucking stupid. That shit is embarrassing as fuck.
Most people who play Doctor Strange spend their entire time looking up funny portal spots to try and surprise the enemy team, or in all honesty, just toss them off the map. You know he's the best tank in the game, and guess what? Unlike other players who use good characters, y'all actually admit it. You do not care. That doesn't matter as long as you're winning. Oh, and guess what? You can't wait for a Hela main to go up into her ult. Y'all watched one counter to Hela video, and all of a sudden you've been shoving your shield in her face ever since. Venom mains are some of the most cocky people in this game. Not because they actually have skill not to be killed, but because Venom's abilities make all damage feel like a piece of paper being thrown at him. Venom mains are only seen for around 60% of the fight, since they only show their face when the second their web swing is up. They dive into the enemy team and almost always start yelling, 19 inches of Venom! 19 inches of Venom!
I've never heard that.
Anyone back shots. Venom!
I've never heard anybody say 19 inches of Venom. That's a new thing you just made up. I've never in my life heard that.
I know you can't hear us because you're so far in, but you're the only one on point. Your team needs to end. We're all dead. Okay. People who play Thor are like the little brother of tanks, and they know it. They all know that tanks like Hulk and Venom do the same exact thing that he does, but slightly better, but they don't mind. They all understand that people call his character one of the worst tanks inside of the game, but
this the tier list? Oh, I'm doing good. Scarlet Witch on the A. And oh, damn. Iron Man on B. Hey, Scarlet on A and Jeff. I use Jeff sometimes. I'm ass with him, but I use him. I just told y'all he swallowed me up. I haven't told y'all about all the times I swallowed people up. Twice. I swallowed 2 people up. That's it. I didn't know how to use the ult. But hey, they got swallowed.
they all understand that people call his character one of the worst tanks inside of the game, but that's okay. They don't understand the gem like you do. Thor mains are able to take his kit and make it work despite whatever people say. They do, however, need to learn how to play with the team, because instead of just trying to dive in and 1v6 every other second, brother, we cannot heal you. Stay with the team.
Hulk
players think that they're better than everyone else, and the reason for that is they're playing one of the most balanced characters inside of the game, because it takes a lot to be good at the character. He's not overpowered, but when you have a team that plays around him correctly, you are one of the most broken characters inside of the game. Y'all pride yourself on playing a character that doesn't do that much damage, so whenever you do get a kill, you actually start yelling like the Hulk inside of your room. Most Hulk players probably grew up watching the OG movies, so you mask your anger issues by imagining that you're green and you're beating up small shark puppies. Dude, it's not that big of a deal. Your dad can't hurt you anymore. If you're a Captain America main, you are one of the only 10 people that play him. Half of those 10 people that play him spend more time tweeting about how he's underpowered and needs a buff instead of actually learning how his kit works. And the other half are simply just walking tanks that literally cannot die if paired with the right characters. Y'all pride yourself on playing a character that isn't easy to master as other characters, and often find yourself complaining about Iron Fist or Wolverine mains on the internet. But don't worry, because I do that same thing. Penny Parker players are some of the most annoying players inside of this game for 2 main reasons. They're either picking up the game for the first time and they're trying to learn the cool spider lady, or they're the most technical, tryhard, unkillable players in the game. You have taken every living moment inside of your day to learn how to play her confusing ass kit, find the perfect place to place her spider bots, or you just place it right out in the open and my Hela main doesn't shoot it out. Either way, y'all are annoying, because whenever you guys are on the enemy team, I swear that you guys are basically pro players and that are applying for phase. But when you guys are on my team, it genuinely feels like you've never picked up an FPS before. Why do I always get the short end of the stick? Give me the tryhards once in a while.